mij bekend helpen, maar ik ga ook. Je dan vertegenwoordigen en dat oranje shirtje aantrekken is een heel speciaal gevoel. Het moment dat er gefloten wordt, dat doe je het voor en degene is zo hard verwarmd.
Cheaptickets.nl is de grootste website voor de allergoedkoopste vliegtickets. Altijd als eerste de beste deals. Dus boek razendsnel op cheaptickets.nl.
Koop een lot op het hockeypark voor het Jeugdsportfonds en win een gesigneerd shirt van mij.
Dames en heren, graag vraag uw aandacht voor het Jeugdsportfonds. Wij genieten vandaag met z'n allen van de absolute topsport die we hier te zien krijgen. Sport is van ons allemaal en voor iedereen. Helaas is de harde werkelijkheid dat er in Nederland nog steeds kinderen zijn die om financiële redenen niet kunnen sporten. Maar het kan en mag niet. En dat moeten wij met z'n allen ook niet willen. Het Jeugdsportfonds maakt het mogelijk dat ieder kind in Nederland kan sporten. Niemand uitgezonderd. U kunt daar een belangrijke bijdrage aan leveren door op het hockeypark een lot te kopen. Voor 10 euro maakt u de weg vrij voor ieder kind om te sporten. Voor datzelfde bedrag maakt u kans op schitterende prijzen, elke dag opnieuw. Vandaag zijn dat onder andere shirts, sticks en caps van het merk Grace. En natuurlijk maakt u kans op de schitterende hoofdprijs, de Volvo V40. Geef ieder kind een kans. Steun het Jeugdsportfonds en koop vandaag nog een lot. Winnaars worden bekendgemaakt in de rust van de laatste wedstrijd. Namens alle kinderen en het Jeugdsportfonds, dank u wel. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the International Hockey Federation, the Royal Dutch Hockey Federation, and the City of The Hague, welcome to the Rabobank Hockey World Cup 2014. Coming up, the following match between the teams of Korea and Japan. I will provide you with names and numbers of both teams. First, the team of Korea, with number 1, Yi Shin-hye. Number 3, Kim Young-chi. Number 4, Kim Young-lam. Number 5, Ha Chi-sung. Number 7, Cha Se-na. Number 8, An Hyo-chu. Number 9, Han Hee-myung. Number 10, Park Mi-gang. Number 11, Kim Jong-un. Number 12, Kim Da-rae. Number 13, Chong Soo-ki. Number 15, Cho Un-chi. Number 17, Kim Ok-chu. Number 19, Oh Sang-soo. Number 20, Park Ki-chu. Number 22, Chang Soo-ki. Number 23, Lee Yong-sil. And number 32, Chong Un-pi. Coach is Han Chin-soo and manager is Hong Yong-sok. Then the team from Japan, with number 1, Ryoko Oye. Number 2, Shiho Sakai. Number 3, Keiko Manabe. Number 4, Kana Nomura. Number 5, Miyuki Nakagawa. Number 6, Akiko Uta. Number 7, Siho Utsuka. Number 8, Mayumi Uno. Number 9, Shihori Oikawa. Number 10, Mazuki Arai. Number 11, Akane Shibata. Number 15, Ayaka Nishimura. Number 16, Yuri Nagai. Number 17, Hazuki Nagai. Number 18, Yuka Yoshikawa. Number 20, Yoshino Kasahara. Number 22, Hazuki Yuda. Number 23, Shuko Kanefuchi. Coach is Shin Yokyo. And team manager is Shino Kiri. The umpires for this match are Melissa Trivic and Michelle Meister. Judges are Helen Napier and Balakrishnan Muthukumar. Technical officer Laura Pigretti. Reserve umpire Wendy Stewart.
やることだけ考えて、あと 1.5 をやるつもりで、日取りをもう一回自分が
Hello everybody and welcome to The Hague for match day 5 of the Rabobank Hockey World Cup 2014. The women in Pool A in action today, and we have an all-Asia affair. It's Korea against Japan. Well, after a day off where both sides will have taken stock of their start to this tournament, they are back now for the final 3 games of their pool matches. They play today, Saturday and Monday. And as you can see from the standings in Pool A, Korea currently sit in 3rd place. Japan yet to pick up a point down at the bottom of Pool A. But Japan have played the Dutch and have played Australia. So the 2 top sides, Australia earlier on today racking up their 3rd 3-2 victory of this tournament over Belgium. A rather nervy 3-2 win, but they are on top of the pile at the moment and are cementing their place towards a semi-final. I think they just require one more win and they will be in the semi-final. But the 2 sides here, certainly Korea still in with a shout with 3 points. If they win all their remaining games, they'll be in the mix. One of them is against the Dutch on Monday, but anything is possible, and they need to maintain their good start in this one as the two teams enter the pitch, led by the two umpires. Japan in the all blue strip, the navy blue strip, Korea in the all red, and the teams will line up in the centre of the pitch, and we will then have both national anthems, starting with Korea's and then moving on to Japan's, and then we'll be able to take you through the lineup of both sides for this crucial Pool A clash. Now that the teams are out in the middle, let's have the national anthems. The Aigu Ka and the Kimi Ga Yo have been sung, and well, some hardy fans in the stands. The weather conditions today very, very blustery. The wind blowing in from left to right as we look out from our commentary position. So the Japan players walking into that stiff breeze. About an hour ago, the heavens absolutely opened. It was throwing it down here, but fortunately those rain clouds seem to have gone away, and we're hoping that they will stay away for the rest of this match. Let's have a look then at the two lineups, starting with that of Korea. They're led by number 11, Kim Yong-yun, but keep an eye out as well for number 12, Kim Da-rae. She scored an interesting goal, shall I call it, against the New Zealanders. Got a deflection up off the bar, off the post, along the line and in. And their coach is Han Jin-soo. Well, as for Japan, their head coach Yu Seong-jin has got a young squad out there. Only 4 of the Japan players played in London at the Olympic Games in 2012, but keep your eye out for Miyuki Nagagawa, their skipper at number 5. She will have a lot to say and do as she tries to guide her young team through this match against Korea. There is Yu Seong-jin of Korea, the Japan coach. These two sides met recently on the back end of last year in the Asia Cup. Here are the two umpires, Mr. Trevic of Australia.
Protecting.
And I think they've got the protective gears at the wrong end, have they? And she'll be accompanied by Michelle Meister of Germany, who is playing on this near side. Now, is everything okay with the protective gear?
4, 3, 2,
we're just waiting to see. No, we're okay to go. The whistle has gone and we are underway. Eventually Park Mi-hyun getting us going. Korea playing from right to left in the all-red strip. Japan in the all-blue going the other way. And I'm delighted to say that alongside me in the commentary box for this one is a lady who knows a thing or two about hockey, an Olympic bronze medalist from London 2012, Chloe Rogers. Chloe, good afternoon, welcome. Welcome to The Hague. What do you make of this all-Asia affair?
Thank you, good afternoon. Yeah, I think it'll be a very tight game. They've both had their ups and downs throughout this tournament, but they're very similar in their style of play, that they approach the game with their formations and their tactics are very similar, so I think it could be a close contest.
Yeah, I mentioned that they met each other in the Asia Cup at the back end of last year. Korea won the pool game 3-0, but Japan beat Korea in the final 2-1, and it was that victory, that 2-1 victory in the Asia Cup final, that qualified them for this World Cup. Korea got here courtesy of their third place finish at the World Hockey League semi-final just down the road in Rotterdam back in June of last year.
I think that shows that Japan are great fighters and they never give up. They say lost the group game, but they knew they could still beat Korea and were very positive going into that final. Yeah,
it's the world ranked number 8 Korea up against the world ranked number 9 Japan, so very little to choose between them. Although we have seen the world rankings torn up over this tournament so far.
Certainly have. I think when it comes to tournament hockey, as people keep saying, any team can beat anyone when it comes to the tournament, and it's proven the case here so far.
Ball across the circle, it's half a touch, and that half touch actually allows Korea to get a chance on goal. That's going to be a penalty corner for a lifted ball, but it was that half touch by the defender, I think it was Nomura, that actually put her team into trouble.
Yeah, it's great that they actually just put something to goal, and I think we've seen that more from teams. They're not necessarily getting a powerful shot off, but they're just getting it to goal and making the goalkeeper have to do something with it and make an error, like picking it up like that.
Yuka Yoshikawa in goal for Japan. So, top of the circle, we have number 11, Kim, with the red headband. She's sizing up, as is number 15, Cho. Haven't scored a penalty corner yet in this competition of Korea. And it's a double slip and to that far post, and quite a bit more time than I think Park thought she had. Possibly should have done a little bit better.
Yeah, it was just fired away. It didn't have a lot of pace on it, so Park had to play at it, and it was just a little bit bouncy. I think it bounced just in front of her, which makes it a bit harder for her to get clean contact on, but she's just slightly behind her as well, so she wants to be attacking that going forward.
But a good start for Korea. Neither side have scored a penalty corner routine in 2 matches. That will be concerning for both coaches, won't it?
Yeah, definitely. You want to be generating chances, but you also, when you're generating chances, you have obviously the opportunity.
The ball across, sorry Chloe. Sorry. The ball across, and it has Yoshikawa pulling the splits, but fortunately for her in Japan, it goes harmlessly across. Good work. And the ball across from the captain, Kim Yong-yun.
Just going back, you can create opportunities and win corners from those opportunities, but if you're not putting away, it's pointless winning the corners. So you want to be having a good corner specialist and they aim to try and score about 1 in 3 is the going ratio for top teams in the women's game.
So Japan just needing a little bit of possession here if they can. This is Nakagawa, the captain, but she's lost possession and had that ball forward from Kim Da-rae not being so weighty, and Korea had a break on. Now down this right-hand side, trying to keep the ball in play is Kasahara, but Kim does well. Kim with the sideline ball, but can only pick out Nagai. Nagai on the reverse stick, it's into the circle now. Can Japan get themselves a shooting opportunity? Well, it was Akane Shibata
Korea did really well to get the numbers around the ball there. You noticed it was a sideline ball, but they absolutely swarmed the middle of the pitch, and there was no space for Japan to go down the direct route, but they still tried.
Ball drilled off the other end of the park, so it will be Japan 16, and it will be taken by oh no. The aerial ball picking out Nagai. Nagai continues to go down the line, and this is Yuri Nagai into the circle. Go Japan, but there is Cho. Cho does well under pressure on the reverse stick to get it out of the danger zone and pick out another player in red. And then Chon Yun-bi wins the free hit, and Korea should be able to alleviate the pressure now. And they play it back into that corner and invite the press on from Japan.
Both of these teams have a similar style as the players I mentioned at the start. They both quite like to attack the sideline and get a large number of their players down one side. They stretch it high and wide, and then they will transfer it to use the space the opposite side, but they'll also be trying to get numbers into that channel again.
The ball forward is picked up by the defence. It's Oh, who's now back on the ball. She plays out the middle of the park. It was a poor ball, but fortunately for her, it came off Nagawa's stick onto her leg. This is Lee. Lee into the 25. Has a little look up, weighs up her options. Thinks about going again. Drops it out to An.
Again, Japan just sitting off, holding the space and forcing them to hit the long ball, but no one was putting pressure out to the ball there. They were just trying to block the middle of the D and certainly the top of the circle, and they did a good job there.
And in the past, we've seen teams trying to drill the ball into the circle, looking for any sort of touch, because if that went into the goal, it was a goal. But now there's that no own goal. The own goal rule has been
they recently
taken out. So
you changed that in February, and I think, like you say, people were hitting and hoping that it might get a little touch and deflection. And I think teams here have been hitting once they've been a bit frustrated or using the long ball, and they get frustrated more rather than going for an own goal anymore.
So this is out to that right-hand side where Cha tries to get it going, but again can't get the fluidity to their game. That ball's gone all the way through. And Japan now the 16. A couple of balls on the pitch at the moment. If you're wondering what the little two green dots are on your screen above the country abbreviation, that is the referral system. Each team has one referral where they can refer a umpire's decision. If the referral is proved to be correct, they can keep referring until they get it wrong, and then they lose it.
Korea look like they've just changed the tempo a little bit in their pressing. They've upped their game and put a lot quicker and a lot more pressure to the ball. So they like to go through tempo changes, and it looked like they've just about done that now.
So 16 for Korea, which is taken by Kim Yong-ran. Just wanted to, I think Nishimura just wanted too much time on the ball there. I think she's a little fortunate to get the free hit as the sun comes out. Well, I think that will help entice the fans into this Greenfield Arena, because behind either goal is uncovered seating. And when the sun's been out, we've had exceptionally good crowds. Now, Korea have lost the ball in a fairly dangerous area, but there aren't too many people up for Japan. Now that the players are coming into the danger area, but they can't win anything. It's a 16.
Yeah, Japan not committing too many numbers to the attack there. I think they're a bit surprised they turned the ball over so high up, but they also weren't committing and just biding their time, I think, here and trying to hold the middle of the pitch.
Kim has plenty of time to bring it down. There's Yoo Seung-jin shouting his orders from the sideline. So Korea with the sideline ball right down below our commentary position. And Dare playing it up to Chon. This is Chon to Kim. Kim trying to get it into the circle. It's up off a Japan stick, so Korea will have the free hit 5 meters out.
Korea have these nice tight burrowing skills. They like to pop forward and just turn on the defender's body using their body weight, and like to keep it really tight on the stick and use their little Indian dribble skills to kind of burrow along that baseline, and they'll keep attacking that baseline.
Well, the half touch there from Arai puts it into the path of Kane Fuji, who are in for free hit. Fall. Here's the skipper Nakakawa. First time round the corner from Otsuka. But Kane Fuji can't keep it in play. She's not going to get away with that. There was no stop in play, was there?
No, not at all.
For the free hit, just
trying to be crafty there. It's worth a try.
Absolutely. Now Kim forced to turn. As Oh plays it behind her. Oh on the ball. And again, Japan drops to the half-court press, just sitting on the halfway line, and then Korea shelling the ball forward. That's a poor aerial, and that's put Japan in trouble. But Ono gets away with that.
There's a poor pass back as well there, but as you say, they got away with that there.
Here is Ono to Nomura. And Korea as well. Although a little look there, wasn't there, from Chon to Hyo, and it was like, right, let's go, let's push the ball, and they both went together.
Yeah, it definitely helps working in pairs. In the pressing situation, if one goes, they should all go, or at least the forwards should try and work together to make it a successful press.
The only problem they had then is the two forwards went, the midfield didn't go, and the Japan midfield were left all unmarked in the middle of the park. So
yeah, you get a big gap, a big line between the forwards and the midfield, and they can just use that as like a pocket of space, and their midfield can then bounce into it. I also just noticed the Korean forward just subbed on an outlet when they're trying to press. She's actually got away with it there, but I wouldn't say that's the best time to sub.
They're the China team watching on. China playing in Pool B, so they'll be in action tomorrow, and they're taking on the United States of America. What a game that promises to be. Two possibly surprise teams in that pool, China and the United States. Certainly the United States.
Yeah, I think the United States have been showing they're getting better and better every tournament they go to, and I think they've had great results in past of beating Argentina at the Olympics and also beating them in Pan American Cup to qualify here. So I don't think they're a too surprise package, but they certainly are improving. Under the guidance of Craig Parnham, who's the old GB assistant coach, I think they'll go a long way.
Oh, you and I are calling that game tomorrow morning, first up in the Kyocera Stadium.
It's a good game to get, that one.
Nomura, first time up the right-hand sideline. It's over Uada's head. And a little hand up to apologise. Korea, look how much space they've got to work with at the back, the two defenders. Japan, well, they haven't pressed this high up the park for a while.
They're just slowly creeping a little bit, Japan. Here we go, they're just pushing up now, but they're doing it all very individually. They've just passed the ball around them there purely because they've worked as individuals. And they've just done well to make that work back and win that tackle there.
Now these two played a fascinating game a year ago at the World Hockey League semi-final. Japan went 3 up inside half an hour memory serves me correctly, before Korea scored the next 4 to take the match 4-3. It may have been a year ago, but literally about 2 or 3 new faces in each squad for this World Cup. So
yeah, you don't tend to have too many changes during a 4-year cycle. You obviously have 2 or 3 or 4 selection changes or trial outs for players, but it tends to keep quite a similar squad from year on year until perhaps a high retirement rate after Olympic Games, perhaps.
Nomura brings a sideline ball off the stick of Kim. Japan opened up their proceedings with a 6-1 loss against the Dutch, and they lost 3-2 to Australia. Korea, they lost their opener to Australia 3-2 before beating New Zealand by a goal to 0.
That one goal against New Zealand I thought was one of the best goals we've seen so far this tournament. It was a reverse stick, backhand cross on pretty much right on the baseline, and a deflection where it went in off the crossbar. So I was pretty impressed to see that in the women's game. Reverse stick crosses are becoming more common.
Cross post and along the goal line. It was.
Yeah, to defend a goal like that and the goalie's got no chance. It's a wonder goal that New Zealand are probably going to be a bit upset about, but there's not much they can do when you have goals like that.
So at the moment here, as we approach the halfway mark of the opening 35, nothing really to report. No skirmishes on goal, no real chances. Perhaps Park with the best chance from the penalty corner.
Yeah, they've had one corner, Korea, but not many open play shots or chances really. It's been quite a tight game, and I think these teams know each other pretty well.
Cagey stuff, perhaps. That's a free hit to Korea. Down their right-hand flank, just outside the 25. Here is O. O has a little look up. And Korea perhaps just needs to show a little bit more patience rather than drilling it into the circle. Here we go. There it goes.
It's quite interesting. The umpire was just having a word with the play was going on with one of the Japan girls, one of the Korean girls who were in the circle marking each other, and she was just holding on to a stick as a cheeky marking skill there, which I'm not sure is allowed. So the umpire was just having a word, but she couldn't quite get away from her marker there.
And again, Korea happy for Japan to have the ball in their 25. The Japan 25, that is, in the aerial up the line. An imploring look from Kasahara. So the umpire.
You see Japan have stepped up their press here. They've already tucked across the help side forward, and the midfield are really aggressive here.
Well, Japan in their last 2 games have managed to get 2 shots on goal, 1 shot in each game.
It's not many, is it? They need to mix up something what they're doing. It's not quite working for them, obviously.
And if you're wondering how they managed to lose 3-2 with 1 shot, one of the goals was a penalty stroke.
Always helps that.
As for Korea, well, against Australia had 17 circle penetrations, 8 shots, 24 against New Zealand, 11 shots. Yeah, and there you can see 2-0 here.
It's a much better stats that you'd be happier as a coach with those stats rather than the Japanese stats, but it's how many goals you get, I guess, at the end of the day.
Well, in terms of percentage-wise, Japan are faultless, because they scored 2 goals and had 2 shots on goal.
Yeah, 100% scoring record, I guess, yeah, but the chances of that carrying on is slim, I think.
So you can always digest statistics as you please.
You can always swing it around to make it positive, I guess, is the theory there, but it's going to be hard to carry that record forward, I feel.
Number 3, Japan!
So ball now on the halfway line with O. Now, how patient will Korea be this time round?
Yeah, they've pushed their right half up and they've gone to kind of what I'd call even almost a back two. It's actually a back three because the other half back's trying to group as well, but they're really stretching the Japanese team here.
It's Yuri Nagai who's doing the shuttle runs between the two centre-backs, and they try and play it down that right-hand flank.
Number 3. Go.
Now, we have a card.
To your elbows.
The first card of the competition for Japan, and it's gone against number 3, Keiko Manabe, for an elbow.
I think she'd already had a few words to the Japanese about their marking, and she was not happy there all the way through that little spell of play. She kept looking at her and definitely holding onto her stick and pushing a bit.
You mentioned the stick holding. She was pretty fortunate, I guess, not to get it for that. There she is, on the naughty step. A couple of minutes for her. Now, can Korea take advantage of this player overload? And they're into the circle, and they've won themselves a penalty corner. Well, almost immediately, Korea making the player advantage tell, and
yeah, the Korea backline were pushing higher up the pitch, which allowed more space in the D, and then good strength there just to force onto the Japanese foot, bouncing it over her own stick.
So, who's at the top of the circle this time for Korea? Number 13, Chon Sul-ki is there. She's the left of the two. Cho Osun-sun to her right. Good save. And the half chance, oh, they've got each other's way there. This time it's Park. Cross comes in, and they've cleared it, and the keeper's made a save, and she's going to ask for a time off here, the keeper. It's come off her wrist. I think it may have missed her. I was going to say I thought it missed her glove, but I think she may have landed heavily on her.
Help?
I was going to say, last time in the previous game, the Japanese girl made a save on a corner and asked for time to be stopped as well, whether it was a tactical thing, but I generally think she might have a problem, although her kit's gone back on quite quick here, so maybe it was a tactical, give her team a 5-second breather to set themselves up ready for the corner.
That tight corner, nothing happening for Han. John has a little look up, plays it into the circle, and Park can't bring it under control on the reverse stick side.
It's the right idea. It was a great little post up there by Park, and it was a good ball in. It just needs to be a bit flatter into a forehand.
But Chun had the penalty corner flick.
It's quite a nice height for the keeper, that. It's not high or low. It's an easy height. If being super critical, they perhaps could have got on the rebound there, because it did bounce off the keeper a little way, but at the same time, it's a good save.
As you say, Clay, nice height for her. John with half a control, puts herself under a little bit of pressure. Now, can Japan muster something here? Well, the answer to that at the moment is no. As Kim tries to bring it out. Look how many players in that little part of the pitch.
Not letting them out easy, are they?
There's 13 players in there. That is a very, very tight part of the pitch, and Korea are going to be pulled back.
When coaching junior hockey, a lot of time you don't say bees around a honey pot or all the players follow the ball, but it looks like they're doing that even at international level a little bit there. But as you say, it's kind of a tactic to attack as well. If you win the ball high up, if you commit numbers and win it and turn it over there, then you're near the goal. So it's a good area to kind of enclose on.
Yeah, the very fact that Japan has so many players there, and Korea are going to want to at least have parity in that, hence
yeah,
why you have a high number. So here is Oh Sun. And the ball upfield's a bouncing one. And Japan have themselves
Number 9, where you are?
the free hit.
Back here. Where you are? Oh, no. Okay.
Right, everybody happy, and we can go. Miyuki Nakagawa pasted into the 25, and some pace injected into the game by Katahara. Up to the circle edge. Now, chance for Japan to try and put some pressure on. And good work from Yang in the career goal, because as the ball comes in here, Shibata's not too far away.
She left that pretty confidently.
Yeah, she didn't she?
It's a very risky move to do, but it's a nice little spin and backspace hit into the circle to generate that chance.
Chon, good stop by Sakai. This is Nagai. Good Korea have the free hit, which Kim takes quickly. Here's Hyo. Little ball under the left shoulder is well read by the Japan defence. It was Hoikawa who got it clear, or out of harm's way for the time being at least. Here's a chance now. Oh no. Well, Chon Yun-bi just fluffed her lines in front of the Japan goal. She just couldn't get the shot away.
I think it was on earlier. I think she'd hit it first time, maybe. It was a little sweep shot at goal first time. Might have been the answer there.
No more warnings.
No more warnings, says the umpire. Keep your elbows down. We'll see if she stays true to that. Here's this chance, comes across here. Well, the first touch let her down, and then couldn't get it out from underneath her feet. Oh no. Far is it long? It's too long. It's off the end of the pitch, and it's a career 16. So, O takes, gets a little deflection off a Japan stick, and Korea have the sideline ball. Ball thrown long, and good take from Sakai. She's given possession back, and Hyo can't make tracks into the Japan circle, and Japan win the free hit. So just 8 minutes remaining in this first half. Still Korea 0, Japan 0. Japan yet to have a shot on goal, yet to win a penalty corner. Korea with a couple of penalty corners and a couple of half chances, which could have been full chances had the first touch been better. Kim miscontrols, Japan sideline ball.
I think Japan are going for the 100% shot goal ratio still. I'd like to see more of number 10 Park for Korea. She's a superb forward in the world of hockey, and highly ranked up there as one of the best strikers, and we've just not seen much of her today or throughout this tournament yet. She's still trying to work her way into the game, I feel, but she could be influential as the game goes on, hopefully.
Ball out to that right-hand side, ball under control by Kim, the career captain, and Kim all over the back of Nomura, and Nomura, in fact, Nomura has picked up a green card, so the second green card of the game for Japan.
I thought that was harsh. I thought it was a bit of a 50-50 there. I thought it actually might go the other way there, that free hit, but clearly not.
Kim takes play to the other side of the park as Korea look to stretch. This is Cho. So last time Japan were short changed on the player front. Korea won a penalty corner pretty quickly. Best form of defence is attack perhaps for Japan, but Arai loses her footing at the crucial moment.
Yeah, Korea just needs to get a bit organised here. They're actually subbing a lot more than they usually do. They don't normally make that many subs, but they are interchanging quite a lot today.
Really good touch from Otsuka. It needed to be because she had a couple of players unmarked behind her in red. All hands to the pump for Japan right at the moment. Ball played in by Kim. And she opts to go wide. There's a good take. Now, chance here for Korea. They can't get past the first line of defence. It is Mayumi Ono. Long corner. Quickly taken. Ono again makes the tackle. She's having a good game, Ono. Free hit to Korea. Now, this Kim Young-ran, and she's firing it. And again, very little patience from Korea. They've got the extra player.
This back line's creeping higher and higher. Look how high the back line's right up nearly on the attacking 25, and they're giving it straight back and then looking for the crash ball. Here we go again.
But there's nobody there. There's not even a player in red on that angle that she's hitting.
Yeah, they shouldn't even need to do that with the extra player. They should be playing your 2v1s and creating overloads in little pockets, as they have that extra player currently.
Plenty of space down this left-hand side for Park when that ball came in. They're trying to be too direct here, Korea, I think. Park. Now, what's she going to do here? We said we were hoping to see a bit more of her. Well, she's played it into the centre, and there's absolutely nobody there. Kim Young-yun, the Korea captain, is trying to put some pressure on the ball. Once again, Korea go high, all bar their keeper inside the Japan half.
Just not making connections with their final pass. They're winning a lot of the ball, they're turning a lot of the ball over in the middle of the pitch, Korea, but just not quite connecting. They're not quite putting the ball stick to stick on the forehand where they want it to go.
There they go again, looking to build up. This is Kim. Over to that right-hand side where Cho has a little look up.
Free hit to the foot, just on the door 5. Number 11, go. Good, thank you.
Free hit to Korea then, down that right-hand flank. It's, with Han at the moment, into the circle. Here comes Park. Now, can she make some space? Tries to get half a yard. Here is that chance, and here is that goal. And it goes to captain Kim Young-yun. Her first of the competition, and you have to say they've been threatening because Japan have been under the cosh.
Yeah, it's been building up, and they've been getting more and more possession higher up the pitch, and Japan getting deeper and deeper with more numbers. And there we are, just lifted ball in, very slow to react to that, Japan. And there's a chance of just trying to get something to goal by Park, and the rebound falls nicely to her captain.
Good finish. Keeper jumping in there rather than sliding. Park with the initial touch. And the keeper, I think, possibly gets the angles wrong because the ball's gone into the middle of the goal.
Yeah, I think it's just the timing. She gets it just that little bit too late. There's just a gap underneath her slightly because she slid a tiny fraction so late. But it's an example of if you just try and get something to goal. Park's shot wasn't amazing, but it made people commit. It made the goalie come out. It made the defenders have to move. So though it wasn't the powerful shot, it adjusted them and left space for an open goal.
So, Korea in front just before the break. Now, will that spur Japan into action because they need to get things going in an attacking sense here. A couple of minutes until the break. Park has a little look up. Has Chon in front. One a long corner. Chon standing near the penalty stroke spot. This is An. Little look up. And Han miscontrols, but Chun is behind her. This is Chun Seul-ki. Shun Yun Bi is number 32, the forward.
I think Korea here can just keep the ball and run the clock down. It doesn't look like Japan are going to come out and play for this last minute.
Ball forward now. Korea get the free hit outside the circle.
It's red ball.
So, is there to be a late score for Korea here? Park. Certainly making Japan defenders commit themselves. And another free hit. Cho. It's taken a deflection up off a Japan stick, and so it's a long corner. Kim loses possession, and oh no, the player making the tackle, she's probably been Japan's best player, I think. Oh no.
Yeah, she's one of the most experienced as well.
So that is the half-time buzzer, and Korea, through their captain Kim Young-gyun, have the lead. The goal coming on the 32nd minute, but Korea worthy of their lead. Japan offering very little in an attacking sense. A half chance for Shibata, but she didn't make a connection. A couple of green cards for Japan, but Korea, as I say, worthy of their lead, and Japan have a lot to do in the second half.
Yeah, they certainly need to come out and play and be a bit more aggressive. They've just sat off and waited for Korea to attack, and they've soaked up a lot of the pressure, but they've actually just got deeper and deeper, and it's just created more pressure and more chances for Korea, and they've really struggled with that.
Well, Yo Seung-jin, the Japan coach, will have a lot to say at half-time, because Korea lead by 1-0.
En ik rijd Volvo. Wil jij ook Volvo rijden? Koop dan een lot bij een van de lotoverkopers. Daarmee steun je het Jeugdsportfonds en maak je kans op een Volvo V40.
Anton Brown and 23 making the Brazil national team called the Red Lions. Our creatives are winning goals and scoring. We also have a really good goalie, so forget about scoring. Our biggest challenge, the World Championship, will be beating Germany, hopefully in the final. Initial of the blind is singing the national anthem in 200, French and Dutch. Oh, die Rabobank, oh, de Rabobank. Our goal in the Hockey World Cup is winning a medal. Let's celebrate hockey.
Hoi, ik ben Ellen Hoog. Ik ben Eva de Goede. Ik ben Carlien Jackson-Heuvel. Ik ben Naomi van Assen. Ik ben Kim Mars. Ik ben Maartje Pauw. Wij vinden dat alle kinderen moeten kunnen sporten. En daarom steunen wij de Jeugdsportfonds. En dat doen we met het hele nationale damesteam. Wil jij ons ook helpen? Door geld op te halen voor het Jeugdsportfonds, zorg jij dat een ander kind lid kan worden van een sportvereniging. Net als jij en ik. Want, zeg nou zelf, er is toch niets leuker dan lekker sporten? Samen met jou maken we sportdromen waar.
Yeah, welcome back everybody. Half time in this Rabobank Hockey World Cup Pool A match between the women of Korea and the women of Japan. And it's Korea that have the lead after their skipper Yonghyun Kim gave them the lead. But before that they had a couple of other half chances. That one for Mi-hyun Park. Park at that far post, unable to get the control. Then they had a straight flick on goal, which Yuka Yoshikawa managed to save well.
Do you need help?
Needed some time after the save, and then this is the goal. The half shot from Park deflected into the path of the skipper by Kim Ok-ju, and that is the difference between the two sides. The goal coming on the 32nd minute. And well taken by the skipper, in the right place, the right time. Keeper jumping in, and the ball slid underneath the kicker. Let's have a look at some of the stats then from that opening 35 minutes, and I would imagine this is going to be very heavily weighted in Korea's favour. Shots 5-0, goals 1-0, circle penetrations 9-6. Look at that, possession in opponent's half, 70 to 30. No penalty corners for Japan, 2 green cards to their names as well. And let's just remind ourselves of that Pool A table. This is the second of the 3 matches being played today in Pool A. A little earlier on today, Australia beat Belgium by 3 goals to 2, and as a result, a leapfrog above the Dutch, who later on this evening play New Zealand. That game at 7:45 local time. Korea against Japan. So Korea really need to keep winning to keep the pressure on the top 2, and still have to play Belgium and the Netherlands. Japan's 2 remaining games are up against New Zealand and Belgium. But Korea, well, they can sneak another win here and beat Belgium on Saturday, then that game against the Dutch will prove interesting. You would imagine on paper the Dutch would have too much for Korea, but I'm glad to say we have the Japan coach now pitchside, Michael Absalom.
Sung-Jin, your assessment of the first half, you trail by a goal to 0.
Yeah, we try to press on the pressure more higher, and then we want to get the ball the higher press, and then we are into the soccer. Yeah.
Are you confident you can go out there in the second half and deliver some goals?
Of course, we try to get personally even, and then we try to get the win a goal.
Okay, go and get them. We can see you guys getting G'd up behind. Go and have a good second half.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much to you for his time. But Chloe, your assessment of what you just said, I mean, they definitely need to put more pressure on the ball, don't they?
They do. They say they've been getting deeper and deeper, and the Koreans have just been taking the ball forward to him. And I think there's only so much that you can take as a team, and again, eventually you'll crumble, and that's where the goal came after so much pressure towards the end of that half. But they need to go out. If they're going to create chances, they need to go on and score goals. Otherwise, they're just in this tournament making up numbers and have not actually scored many goals or get any points on the board. They're not going to be very successful there.
Well, let's see what the half-time chat does for the team. Certainly in competitions gone by that I've watched Japan, they've had Ryoko Oi in goal as the China team over in the stand on the far side look on. They've had a very good tournament so far. They can be feeling pretty chipper with the way things have gone. In Pool B, 1-1 drawn 1. But had a very good win against England, didn't they, in their second game, 3-0.
They certainly did. I think it was a little bit unexpected over the recent kind of years, or couple of years. England have had the upper hand on China, and when you look at the world rankings as well, England should be going into that game thinking they're going to be winning this, and to come away with a 3-0 defeat is very disappointing for them. But you have to give a lot of credit to the Chinese team. They played exceptionally well, and they scored a magnificent goal to kind of get them off the mark, and I think that spurred them on to go and get more.
So we're just about ready for the second half. The countdown in the stadium is done, and Japan get us underway, attacking the goal now to our left-hand side. More required from them in an offensive manner in this second 35. They trail Korea by a 1-0. So Korea have possession. And they're playing it around the back, and immediately you can see Japan pressing high up the park, and look what it's done. They've won a penalty corner inside, well, a minute.
There you go, straight away. As the coach said, they're going to be trying to score goals here, and just shows what happens if you put a little bit of pressure on and they make mistakes. And stepping up there, as a whole team, they stepped up, and Korea made a mistake and hit it high.
But even if she's not there, and Cho does that hit, it's not a penalty corner, is it?
No,
because there's no pressure on the ball. But
it's not made dangerous because it's just an easy high ball, out ball to her right half back. But as she stepped up in there, just put pressure, it's made it dangerous.
Right, let's see what Japan can do here. Ono with the... Oh, they can score! Wow! Ono with the fake. It goes through underneath her to Okawa, and it's 1-1, 3 shots in the tournament, 3 goals.
It's a great record and a great stat. They just perhaps need to generate perhaps 7 or 8 shots and 7 or 8 goals. But first corner, 1 goal, it's a great ratio they'll be looking for, and it's a good shot on target.
First penalty corner of the competition for Japan.
It's a nice slick routine. The slap has got a little skip on it, which just beats the goalie. I think it just bounces in front of the goalie's glove hand. She didn't quite commit. She's on half her knees and then went down late at the keeper, but that little bounce in front of her has just thrown her a bit there.
It's gone underneath the armpit, and there's another chance at the other end, and Japan have got to keep their heads here. Oh, wow, they've managed to get that out.
Keeper just getting a bit of a tangle there, not too sure where the ball was. She made a good initial save, but didn't quite clear it.
And how often, Chloe, you see a side score, and they always say, you know, tight 5 minutes after you scored a goal, they sort of just switch off temporarily because they think they're back on level terms, or they've got into the lead.
Yeah, completely. It's happened so often that you just see the shift of the game change, and it's going to make Korea come out and play even more now because they need the 3 points as much as Japan do.
So Kim into the centre of the park. Well, Oh will just run it forward. She gets the ball back from Kim. Oh.
It's gone back to this picture that we saw in the first half where the Korea back line almost on the attacking 25.
Well, oh no, trying to get the ball out of the circle. And you just hope Japan don't drop back having got the goal. You'd hope they'd go, well, there was the little touch actually by the goal scorer, Ikawa, which the keeper then made the save and almost scoring at both ends.
Yeah,
almost putting the ball in her own net, it wouldn't have counted.
No, you just kind of hope, as you say, Japan don't go back to how they were now they've got their goal, but...
Yeah, remember what you did. Remember how you got the opportunity to score.
As you say, that little chance that Korea just had might just put them back and go, actually, we need to be cautious again.
Chong finds Han. Han down the line to Kim. Kim's just whipped the legs of Manabi away. And she's got the free hit, which she takes herself. This is Ono. And Japan happy to play it around the back.
Japan doing similar to Korea. They're playing with almost what looks like a back two, but they're pushing their half-backs right high up the pitch to create space and playing tight down this sideline. Both have similar tactics.
Nishimura winning the sideline ball. She'll come back and take it herself. Takes it to herself and then up the line to Otsuka. Otsuka too high for the umpire's liking. And so we have ourselves a Korea 16.
Japan have got numbers around the ball here. They're pressing high and resorted in them trying to throw a long overhead ball and turn it over.
Manabi had to get the touch there because Korea had been on the break. Oh no, now fuzz out that right-hand side. Nomura, good ball from Nomura, picks out Kasahara. Kasahara dispossessed by Chun.
Just look like they've got a little bit more tempo to their game now, Japan. If they can keep this going and get a few more chances, they're well in this match here now.
A reverse stick ball across, draws the penalty corner.
Just putting the ball into a circle and it makes Korea force them into mistakes, and you get the results, you get corners and chances at goal.
Off the foot of Han. So, well, they scored a penalty corner just a couple of minutes ago with the dummy from Ono. The goal from Oikawa. And this time Ono is in a stopping capacity, and to the right of Oikawa is Nomura. It's gone to Nomura. The stop wasn't a good one, but there's still a chance down this right-hand side, but sadly for Japan, Nakagawa couldn't bring it under control. Now Nakagawa, can she find the cross? Lovely little ball, chance here. And there goes the 100% shooting ratio.
Was that a shot?
Oh, okay, that's a shot.
I think that was stopping across. It's great skill though to recognise how playing stick to stick in the circle with a little lift of trap, lift, trap actually generates your chances. There we are, a little lift there. Just didn't quite get the contact on the shot there, but it's dangerous play for Korea, and it's certainly something they need to worry about now.
Much better from Japan. Much better from Japan. Park. Oof. Some pretty agricultural challenges coming in from Shibata.
That's tough because that wasn't much of an advantage there to have the ball still there and players under pressure. The umpire said play on. I'm not sure that was what she wanted there.
Manabi. Oh no. Nowhere really to go. Well, that's an absolute nothing pass because Nishimura, who's in this left sort of half of the field, was about 10 yards in front of the ball. So Ono just giving possession away. This is Lee. Nakagawa dispossesses. Arai. Nagai. Kasahara does well against Chun. And it's a free hit. First time into the circle. A little bit too high. It was Han, the Korean number 9, that was the player that made it too high.
That's the right build-up play there. Take the free hit early and first time touch into circle, generate space, and I actually think it was too dangerous.
Park Mi-hyun has won a free hit, but she takes herself into the 25. Kyo, back to Park. It's bouncing around in that Japan circle. It's now on the ground, and Chon chopping away in there. Chon still going. Well, Chon and Park having a conversation, but there's a lot of wood
I actually thought there was penalty corner to Korea at the start there, but the umpire played sort of an advantage, but to have the ball on the baseline on that angle is not really much of an advantage, I feel.
Oh no, in front of her own goal. That's that right-hand side where Nomura tries to play it up the line and gives possession back to Korea. Now, Nagagawa. On this left-hand side is Nishimura. Nishimura sees her attempted pass down the line, picked out by Nagai on the reverse stick. Good cross, well cut out.
Again, that's a good cross because you've got to make the defender play it and trap it. On the backhand cross, it's a bit of uncertainty where it could go. So it's a good trap there.
Kim gives the pass and then continues on her run. And the pass to Han from Hugh, not a good one. Nowhere for Nakagawa to go, so she just drops it out to Nomura. So the goal scorer, Nakawa, for Japan. Sideline ball for Japan. Little touch, is that a free hit? Yes, it is. Good work from Nagai. Here she's again, Nagai into the circle. Really important stop there from Much better from Japan in this second half so far. Otsuka loses out to Chion. It's the free hit, and then on the reverse stick, it'll be called dangerous, and Korea had the free hit.
Even just Japan's work rate and tempo to try and win the ball back, so they're up in the attacking half, and as soon as they've lost it, they're all working back to win the ball, which we didn't quite see in the first half. So even their tempo change defensively has made an impact on this game now.
Under pressure is Shibata, and she loses out. This is Chon Sul-ki with the ball. He plays it under his shoulder, but again, very, very tight, very congested down in that corner.
Certainly got all the numbers around the ball, and they're not letting them go anywhere easy here.
Well, we had 13 in the first half. I made that about 14 in there, and Japan do win the ball back high up the park. Then they gift it back again before Nomura gets her stick on it. Oikawa. Otsuka. Should go back to Oikawa, she does. Oikawa has a little look up. Nice little ball into the skipper, Nakagawa, who wins the free hit off the foot of Kim. Shibata along that goal line. Into the circle it goes, but it was off a Japan foot.
Tough, nice little turn along the baseline there, and a little lifted pass just caused trouble again, but certainly a more positive approach there.
Chun gets bundled to the ground after half a touch. Ooh. Kim gets away with that. I think she was taking that.
Yeah, not sure. I thought she was taking that as well, but they've made out she's not.
She was 10 yards too far forward, I think, was the issue, because it was for the tackle on Chun Yumbi that left her on her backside. Oh, it's been missed by Nomura, and Korea have a chance here. Here's the skipper, Kim. Kim. And the whistle is gone.
It's a great effort there. The Korean player just turned one way to try and look for space in the backhand, and then turned back the other way. Then the turn two ways, the defender couldn't cover, so it generated space for the shot then. And again, comfortable height, but she's got good power on it, so the goalie's still got to knock it away.
So Japan bring it out of defence. Over the halfway line goes Otsuka. Does well, and there's some pressure from Lee. go all the way through. Oh no. We'll play it back to Okai. 13 and a bit minutes gone of this second half. Korea won, Japan won, and Japan a totally different side to the first 35 minutes, offering something in attack, putting the Korea defence under some pressure.
Just hope they can carry this forward for the next half of this spell, and I say they've completely different, but it's going to draw more out, and they're going to be a lot more work effort and hard work, and it's going to be tricky to carry this forward, but hopefully they can.
So here comes Kim then. It's 2 on 2, and Kim will take the long corner. Trotting across to take it is An. Here is An, takes it to herself. Gets it on the open stick side, then plays it all the way back out to Oh. Oh, a little look up. She's got Cho to her right hand side. Here is Cho. Cho, back to Oh. Cho has a little look up. That's a good spot from Cho. She could see the pressure coming and found Han. Han finds Cha. Cha across the circle, but nobody in red there. Kim Da-rae was the nearest player. She was further up the park near the post. Oh no. Oh dearie me, that's a really poor ball from Ono, and suddenly Japan are on the back foot. It was a needless ball.
Didn't need to foresight in there. Korea weren't pressing very hard. They weren't trying to win the ball back. They were just holding their space. But Japan becoming a bit impatient, and that's the first we've kind of seen of that this half.
Kim keeps it in play. Kim up off the stick of Arai, and it falls to Nomura. Nomura now has got some space to run into. Nomura has support in the shape of Nishimura. Korea turn possession back over. Evasive action required in the stands on the far side as the ball is deflected up and in.
Good catch over there.
First one gives Japan the free hit, still going. They're down on that goal line again, good save. Snapshot, good save, and Korea clear through Park. But in danger of going behind there. And Japan having a lot of success down that right-hand side and that right goal line, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just like Japan have done exceptionally well here to get numbers back and cover that breakout from Park, but it's a great play along the baseline again, very tight. Little one, first time pass actually generated the space there, and the lifted ball will get across for a first time shot. But yeah, again, the Korean keeper has to be on her guard there at the near post there.
Kim's ball forward, picks out Han. Han. Well, let the ball go out for a sideline. Korea come again. Here's a chance. Shot. Good save. The shot was from Kim Da-rae, but the save from Yuka Yoshikawa. Sorry.
That was great strength and power. Just how that first touch. You see it here again. The first touch took her through to eliminate the defender with her first touch in pace, and then she's free for an open shot there. And again, a comfortable height, but it's testing the keeper out, and they could have perhaps the rebound another day might fall to her own player. There's a chance along the baseline again, just pops off of the keeper, but again the rebound's coming out, so you're getting chances and making them having to save it. Both goalkeepers there being busy.
So the game opening up in this second period. Ooh. Swing from Kim Yong-gyun.
haven't quite got their front line organised on this setup here. There's a Japanese captain floating in the middle. He's not being picked up at the moment, and people are pointing in the career forward line, but no one's taking responsibility of who's marking.
Ball down on the career right. The aerial thrown underneath it, and making a good hash of it is Oikawa. Whoa, a swing and a miss from Kasahara.
The second swing and a miss as well.
Japan with a couple of opportunities. Nomura and Kasahara guilty of just getting a little bit overexcited.
That was a superb ball played through. Nice disguise on the kind of slap pass, out to in pass, and first time deflection in through onto the keeper for the Japanese girl to have a chance. But as I say, swing and a miss, but good effort.
This game suddenly come alive now. Another chance. Park! Oh, she got hold of that on the reverse stick, didn't she?
She can be very dangerous. Give her five yards, and she'll be hitting anything that comes at her, wherever it is, on the backhand or forehand. But she gets the shot away really quick, and she's hit that, as you say, got extreme power on that, and just slightly wide. There's the nice deflection through, and a beautiful pass through, and you've got to hit that first time, so it's the right thing to do. She just didn't quite make contact, and again, another swing and a miss, but both were bouncing slightly, I'll give them that.
Generous. Generous. Now, Arai, dispossessed by, where was this in the first 35 minutes?
It's just got lively, isn't it?
Totally two different teams, it looks like. No, Kim, the first touch there. If it had been a good one, she was through on goal.
It's definitely opened up a lot more, and even just the restarts are taking a lot quicker, as catching off guard, and as it happens, it stretches the game out.
Right, this is Kasahara. What can she do down this right flank for Japan? Good battling from Kasahara. Still going, Kasahara into the circle on the reverse stick. She got a little bit carried away there. Was that an attempted cross or shot? But
I think it was a bit ambitious. There wasn't much space to take for the backhand. But
to be fair, there was no one really in support on the top of the circle. There's so much space. Look at the space at the top of the circle.
They seem to be just keep going to that baseline and then pulling it back, but not attacking, as you say, that top of the circle area. They could go around the baseline, but actually look on a sharper angle towards the top of the circle would actually generate more space for them.
So, just over 13.5 minutes go. Circle penetration, 17-15. That's much better.
It's pretty equal now, and I think probably the first half of their career completely dominated that, whereas now Japan seems to be dominating the second half and have caught up.
Asuka trying to play it first time down the left sideline for Japan. Can only just usher the ball out of play. Korea have the sideline ball. Will we have our winner in this one? We'll soon find out. The keeper is just some running repairs to a kit.
Sorry, Mishi. Of course you need us. This is okay. Just strap.
Those straps that keep the kicker on the Astro boots. It's always a nightmare. It just slips up over the top of the boot, and then when you come to kick the ball, you get the full force on the end of your toe. Still, you can see the boot underneath the kicker.
She actually looked like she had football boots on there. The studs were massive, and looked like those moulded studded football boots you have. They didn't look like hockey Astros.
They still look, I would agree with that. Like teeth, don't they?
Maybe they're cleats, the American style cleats you get for softball over there in American football.
That's Yang Suji in the career goal. Now, Korea with possession into Park. Park spins off Oikawa. Park has a little look up. Percentage ball was back to the halfway line, but she goes forward to Kim. Kim loses out to Nomura. Nomura inside to Oikawa. It's, again, very congested. And they both leave it, and in the end Ono has to retrieve it. Again, they like to stick down the same flank, don't they? They don't look to return the ball to the back and then down the other side. They keep plugging their way down the same channel.
Yeah, both styles are very much stick to your channel, get the numbers to that channel, and then just keep, let's say, burrowing or keep driving that lane. But where you see perhaps more European sides will build it up and transfer from one side to the other.
Wrong ball, too long. So, can either side fashion another chance at goal in the next 11.5 minutes? Mura's half touch puts Korea in a little bit of pressure. And it's a Korea sideline ball. Just taken quickly forward, it comes to, well, it was for Cheon, but Okawa comes across to cut it out. Oh, Cho on this near side, Cho Yun-ji. Picks out Lee Young-sil and wins the free hit, which she takes herself. Lee. Still going, Lee. Up the line to Hyo. Lee into Park.
Good little trap there by Parks. Just had 2 players on her though, so difficult to do anything with it.
The hit going against Korea for not playing the ball 5 meters before putting it into the circle. So 10 minutes remaining. Nothing to split these 2 sides. Not a bad crowd in either. Watching this one in Japan. We showed very little in the first half, and much more about them in this second 35. You just wonder if it's shown this intent in the opening 35 minutes, what might it have been? This is Nishimura. Nishimura, little look up. That's a very long diagonal ball that 99 times out of 100 will be cut out.
So it's very ambitious, and I don't think the forward was on quite the same wavelength. She hadn't really posted back for it there.
It's a long diagonal ball onto the strong side of the retreating defenders, but Korea come forward through An, win the free hit on the 25, inside the 25. Just inside. One pass happy, it's inside, and the ball into the circle is well cut out by Okawa.
That just shows that Japan are trying to just soak up the pressure again. She just floated that ball off the sideline just to get them set up and in place to defend again.
I feel like as if they've almost reverted a little bit to how they were in the opening 35. Now here's a chance, Otsuka, but it's well cut out by O. Nishimura has picked up possession once more. Nishimura driving to the Korea 25. Nishimura spreads it out to that right-hand side. This is Shibata. Shibata, bouncing ball, here's a chance now! Oh, it fell to Arai. And I think she tried to find the support in Yuda.
I think she was looking for the pass there, and the shot was on probably, but fair play to her if it turns out it would have been a goal. But yeah, there we just see the ball across pass. I think actually she probably could have shot there.
Ball up off the stick of Park, but it's sideline ball to Japan, and Japan
still going for that baseline, and it's working out for them.
Oh. Wow, that's got a touch somewhere along the line.
They're getting a lot of reward out of attacking that baseline on that right-hand side, because Korea haven't really come to terms with it. They're still getting a lot of ball across the face of goal.
Plenty of space on that right now. Sakai drives it into the circle. And a diving Otsuka can't get the touch that would have given Japan the lead.
Yeah, great ball. She's got a lovely slap from the back there, but again, a little skip on it and just couldn't quite get enough on it. But the Korean defence marking were nowhere near. There's a shot earlier, she just missed it on the back post high, but again, good effort.
Sung-jin knows it was close. Kim Da-rae. Still going, Kim Da-rae. Onto the reverse stick side. Can she find the cross? Gets it strong. Into the circle it goes. Japan defend well. And in the end, it's Ono who rifles it out for a Korea sideline ball. Oh. Cho, right underneath us on this right-hand side. That's a dangerous touch, and in goal, Yoshikawa had to be alert. 2 deflections, both off Japan sticks, almost undoing their defence. Sideline ball for Japan. Sakai comes forward. Up to Kasahara. Kasahara didn't get a full touch on the ball. Gives possession back. Now Park's got some space. First touch lets her down. Gives Japan a second more to get back and defend. Lee. Park. Turns and spins into Otsuka. Park still going. Now a chance here for Korea. Kim Park. Oh no, with a brilliant interception. Just as Park was about to pull the trigger.
Great reading of that there, just a step. She obviously knew the danger person was Park and knew that ball was going to be pulled straight back there, and she just read it, perfect timing.
She's been very good, hasn't she, Ono, in defence today?
She seems to have been everywhere.
Yeah.
She's tell you a good game, and you mention her a lot, but she seems to just be in the right place at the right time there. But that comes from experience and reading it very well.
Han tries to find Seok-chuk into the final 5. Korea 1, Japan 1. Rifled into the circle, and not where they wanted it. The ball in from Park. Kim. Failed.
That final pass from Korea is just not quite happening for them. It's either a bit bouncy and not quite flat, or it's all going to a reverse stick, and they just need to find the flat ball to the forehand at the moment, this final third.
Korea with the pressure. Deep into the second half. Score here for either side. You would think would wrap up the points, the much needed points for both sides. Korea to keep the pressure on the top 2 in this pool. Australia and the Netherlands. Japan just to get off the mark. Get off the bottom of the pool table. Okay, Otsuka. Well, Otsuka, she's got some support to the right. Oh dear, just no strength in the reverse stick.
She could have just kept going there. Obviously didn't back herself for a reverse stick shot, but she should have just kept going. And even if you get into circle and then cut it back to try and look for a corner, but she tried a reverse little pass on the upright outside the circle is not going to work for them.
Nomura into the corner. It's a 16. Park, well dispossessed by Sakai. Nagai. Back to Ono. Ono still going. Ono up to the 25. Can she find the pass? Oh! Well, it's wide. That was Shiho Otsuka with a golden opportunity.
Great.
Ono, brilliant once again.
Great strength there to win the ball back, but and a fantastic vision to see that pass. And it was the right shot and the right deflection, just didn't quite get the angle correct.
Japan may not be done just yet. Otsuka tries to pick out the Nagai. But it's a 16 which Korea have taken quickly, up now over the halfway line. A touch from Ono gets it out of play. Korea sideline ball. Ball rifled across here onto the reverse stick of Park. Not a bad ball. Just Park can bring it under control. Yuri Nagai does well. Nagai still going, wins the free hit. Nomura will take it.
1 minute 40, 30 shoes. Thanks, Mel.
In the centre of the park is Kim. This is Cha. Nice ball now. Ahn running into the danger area. So the cross comes Manabe. Good work from Manabe. And finds Nakagawa. Oh, no, they've left it to each other. And in steps Kim to take it. Here is Han. Han past Ono. Ono using her experience there to try and bring the player down.
Ooh, I thought that was a corner. I thought she'd gone to ground sliding tackle there, but they've seen it as a raised dangerous ball, but I thought she slid into that.
Back of the stick.
Do you need his job?
I'm surprised you haven't seen one of the teams to take their goalie off here, because the draw doesn't really help either of them. I thought one of them would definitely go for it.
I thought it was out for the 23.
Yeah, no, I think it was used her experience.
No.
As she comes across here,
see,
saying that's off the back of the stick.
It's off her knee, or it's up raised to her knee, but she's sliding, so her knee's pretty much on the floor.
Her knee's only an inch off the floor.
So it's not dangerous, even though it's hit her above the knee. It's a tough decision there.
Nothing there.
As I say, I thought we might see one of these teams really push for it, and as I say, the draw's not good enough really for either team. They need to be picking up wins here.
Yeah, the draw will put Korea. Well, they'll stay in third spot. They'll move to third spot depending on the New Zealand result. But we're into the final 10 seconds here. Last round of the dice for Korea. Is there to be a late winner, late drama? Oh, good defensive work from Oikawa, and I think that will be that. There is the final hooter, and it ends as a stalemate between these two Asian countries. Korea taking the lead at the end of the first half through their skipper Kim Jong-un, before number 9 Shihori Oikawa equalised, and the final score is Korea 1, Japan 1.
The Greenfields, India, Spain, men, and at 4-8 at the Kyocera Stadium again. New
Well,
Zealand,
Yoo Seung-jin said his team would push up and try and make life difficult for Korea in the second half, and they did just that. Got their reward from the penalty corner, and actually had the better chances towards the end of the match. Count themselves perhaps a little unlucky not to have won that. The faces on the Korean players as they leave the park shows that they know that's a missed opportunity, and their top 2 finish, which is what is required for a semi-final spot, now very much in the balance. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from the second half. That is the goal from Shihori Oikawa. Little bobble, and just bounces in front of the keeper and under the armpit and in. Here's the skipper again, Kim Jong-un. And then that was Kim Da-rae, but down the other end, a number of great opportunities, a couple of air shots coming in here. Nomura really guilty of that second one, took her eye off it. And the best chance right towards the end fell to Shiho Otsuka. Lovely ball from Mayumi Ono, who in our opinion was the player of the match for Japan. There is the huddle. Let's have a look at some of the stats then. And much better from Japan in that second half. 18 circle penetrations, and they've got it back to 58-42 possession in the opponent's half. And 1 from 2 from the penalty corners. So definitely much better in the second 35, but Korea will, I think, be kicking themselves. Opportunity lost for them, certainly on that first half performance. Well, Chloe, what did you make of that one?
Yeah, I thought it'd be a close game, and it's turned out to be a tight game. We're pleasing how Korea played the first half, and slightly disappointed that Japan didn't really come out and attack very much. And then second half, we completely swung. Japan were generating the better chances, and I felt they were the team most likely to push on for the 3-point win.
Well, Japan have got their first points on the boards in this competition after a couple of losses. And for Korea, well, they now have a win, a loss and a draw. They are on 4 points, but they'll have it all to do in their final 2 matches against Belgium on Saturday and the Netherlands on Monday. I'm delighted to say that Mike Absalom, our pitchside reporter, now has Miyuki Nakagawa, the Japan captain, with him now.
Yeah, Miyuki, I'm going to speak very slowly, and we have a translator here as well to get your reaction from that game. First of all, well done. You've picked up a point from it. 1-1 the final score.
今日の試合良かったですね。試合についての感想をお聞かせください。後半の方がチャンスあったんですけど、そこで決めきることができなかったのがちょっと悔しいんですけど、負けなかったことが次につながるので、今日の試合また反省して次に向けて頑張っていきたいです。It's a pity that in the second half we haven't gotten some chances, but we cannot make it. So that's not the point. But we have a good game, and afterwards we have an evaluation, and it will be better for the next game.
There were 2 very good deflection chances at the end for Otsuka. Are they disappointed that they didn't get a chance to steal this game and steal all 3 points?
大塚さんが決められなかったところが残念だったかもしれませんけれども、それについていかがですか？本当にあれが1点本当に欲しかったところだったんですけど、やっぱそこが決めきれないのが自分たちの弱さだと思うので、またそこはしっかり詰めて次の試合でそこをチャンス決めれるようにしていきたいです。We really wanted the 1 point, but it's a weak point as well for the Japanese team. So we will practice it, and we will get better.
Okay, enjoy the rest of the tournament. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. ありがとうございました。
Well, thank you very much to Miyuki Nakagawa. And Japan, well, they'll be happy, as they say, they've got the point. It could have been more possibly with those opportunities, but they'll go away and they'll prepare for their next match against New Zealand on Saturday before wrapping up their campaign, or their pool campaign at least, against Belgium. Well, that's it from the second match in Pool A for the women. It's finished a draw. Korea won, Japan won the final score.